Okay, my doodle friends out there. So I hope you'll extend a little bit of grace to me right now because I'm about ready to be myself. And I'm going to let you know what pathetic experience we 5 had today. So I had 3 golden doodles. This is old footage from Saturday or something like that when I bathed them, and I showed you guys how they looked and all that, how they looked when they're wet. And I put them out on the deck because I wanted to make sure they were clean for when they went to the groomer. And I wanted to make sure their hair was brushed, which I do anyway. I always brush their hair. And last night I was in here with a Dremel while Pet Dad, who had better things to do, was helping to console and love on the doodles while I dremeled their toenails and made them look beautiful so that the groomer would have it easier today when she groomed the puppies. I know that these are big dogs, and I know people have doodle issues sometimes. Now, our groomer never says anything about the doodles, and they used to say that Paris was kind of a handful because she wanted to escape a little bit at first, and then she settled down, which I've always had that experience with her too when she was a 4-month-old puppy, but now she's 11 months old today. So, I'm trying to say I do everything I can to make it easier on the puppies when they go to the groomer and to make it easier on the groomer to not have to do a lot of extra stuff. I mean, I try to be good. We tip them every time. We do what we can to be good pet parents and good customers, okay? So today, pictures will follow, but today Pet Dad dropped him off, and I was working, and he had a bunch of stuff to do, so he got that all done. This afternoon they called me and told me the girls were ready. Now, those girls have been going there a while. This was only her second time to go there because we recently trusted them with grooming her because she had been mistreated one time at a groomer, so I always groom her. So they have a card there and they know what to do. They have several groomers in there, and it's not one of those chain places. It's actually privately owned business with some sweet girls that work in there, maybe a boy or two, don't know. I know they board dogs there. And every time we've gone, we've had a super awesome experience. Until last time, which was not today, I was a little bit suspicious because that lady that groomed Roxy was so nice to her and let her be loose in the building with them and all that. And she even laid on the end of the grooming table while they groomed other dogs, they told me, and they did all these things. Well, when Roxy came home last time, she had a huge dip in the top of her head between the back and the front part of the top. And it looked like a U shape, a really prominent U shape. And I almost fixed it. And I thought, well, that'll be okay. That'll be okay. She's just probably moved and she cut her, maybe there or something, cut her hair too short and it'll grow out. And I didn't want to fix her work because I didn't want to be that way. And it wasn't that big of a deal, even though it is a big deal to be in Pet Dad if these dogs look nice. And so today they went back. And when I went to go in there to get them, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how horrified I was. I have pictures to follow, and maybe you won't think much about it, but listen, humor me here. I believe that I have got full breed tested golden doodles, not poodles. They are not even almost a poodle. I don't want them to look like a poodle. Love poodles. Have no problem with poodles. And I don't want a bald-headed dog either. So you guys, how usually right here is where I say, welcome to Holy Golden Doodles channel. Meet our associates, etc., etc. Well, today I'm going to do a different voiceover. I'm going to change it. Meet our associates. Paris, who still has hair and a cute face and hair on her legs, and Roxy, who still has her facial furnishings, and Bougie, who doesn't look like a walrus with no tusks in her face, and a little bit of hair on her legs, and not a big gap that's 9 inches long down from there. Yeah, welcome to Holy Golden Doodles channel. Please consider clicking like, share, and subscribe to our hairless dogs. How about that? Please click like. Stay tuned for the rest of this video. I'm not responsible for this rant. I'm just scrubbing off my frustration. Stay tuned. Thanks. Okay, so this is the video footage that I took this morning, anticipating that I would have a great video to show a before and after, and to add a little bit of things in with it for my next video for the Holy Golden Doodles channel. And as you can see, they all had furnishings, which is hair on their face. That's what you want a doodle to have. So I'll try to let you listen to some of the video, some of the audio. Gets up on me, Bougie pulls her down. What are you smiling at, Boo? See how thick Roxy's hair's getting. They need their hair did. Yes, you do. Okay, guys, I have to go to work, so pet Dad. Why? Let's behave. Gotta get to work. Wow. Hello, Boo. Hello, Whoa. You're the sweetest. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of dog. So I let you hear a little bit of the audio, and most of it now is just them scuffling around and fighting to be the first and fighting for attention. Roxy showing her teeth, which she always does. I always say she's grinning at them to tell them good morning. But anyway, so they were, I wanted to always show before and after. That's about 5 weeks of growth from their last groom. They've never, ever had their faces shaved. Ever. Or their legs. We always have them keep their hair long on their legs, not super long, but long enough, and their body's shorter, their tail's long, their top knot's long, but they always have facial furnishings. That's just a must for me. So now I want you to check out that skint squirrel look on Roxy's face. She looks like somebody stuck her face in a buzzsaw. You know, I don't get it. Look at Paris. No hair on her face. They shaved it. Now, Bougie had a little bit right around her nose. She looks like a walrus with no tusks. Paris's legs are skinny. She looks like a rich person's poodle. Look at that. No furnishings, and then they start right below her top lip. Bougie ain't bad, except they shaved all the way across the top of her nose. Look at that. That is horrible. Pet Dad called up there, and they were so sorry, of course. Always, everybody's always so sorry once the hair's gone. Paris is beautiful if she was a poodle, but she's a golden doodle. Look at the legs, cut down to the bone. I mean, just completely short. Look at Roxy's face. I cried over that. That is awful. And they said, well, that's what she thought you always do. Well, first of all, that's not the same girl that always cuts our dog's hair. Now, that's the one that cut Roxy's hair last time. And if we ever do go back up there, she won't do it again. But I'm not mad at her, but I'm mad because we double-checked to see what the paperwork says, and it never changes, and they know it doesn't. So I just lost a whole lot of the audio, and I have to do this again. But just know that it's not always the pet owner's fault when a groomer messes up. They cannot blame this on a dog being matted or not being clean or behavior issues, because that is not an issue with my 3 dogs. It was just a mistake on the person that I do believe is learning, because our groomer was not there. And they said if we bring them back, next time, they will take more extensive notes, and they'll try to do better, and they will only let Casey cut their hair, which better happen if we do go back. But that girl did a cut that's much like the mange. Roxy looks like she has the mange. And Paris looks like a greyhound. You know how slick their hair is? She looks like a greyhound. I mean, she is a slim and trim dog. Bougie would be okay if she didn't look like a walrus in the face. I mean, you got to admit, look back at it and you'll see. Okay, I'm done. This is just nothing but a rant. It's going to be for entertainment purposes only. I feel better. I won't feel better until I see their hair grow out completely. But it is what it is. So, you guys have a good day. Peace out. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye. P.S. This is how Bougie, Paris, and Roxy look when they're cut right.